Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who is going to come out on top in this fight? Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Corner switch means they can now go on the offensive. Does not want to get stuck in the corner. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Still slugging it out here. Takes a trip. Player 2 is using their drive liberally. Managing that drive gauge is gonna get tricky. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Trying to read each other here? Had the radar up and running. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Knockdown. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Player 2 will have to fight back here without any drive. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Both of them are experiencing burnout. Player 2 has completed their drive game, but they are still within range to win this round. Closes with the throw, hitting them with the smart stuff. Player 2 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. Who's going to start things off? Backs away. Not about that BFF lifeline. Dashes forward. Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side flip. Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with the chance to score big here. All the throws connects. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Flatlines in. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Cannon spike. Gets the jump in. Does a good job of pushing back. Still slugging it out here. No good up high. Trips him up. The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? Whiffing a drive impact opens a huge window to get punished. They hit each other. Very solid corner switch. One combo can end this round right now. Checks with a medium kick. Player 1 chases them down. In there! Player 2 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Denies the jump in. Who's going to start things off? Hits them with a stop and pop. Will gain control of the match in the early going. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Both fighters planning something? Their spacing is so on point right now, but who's gonna blink first? Cannon spike? Player 1 will look to it, brushes that off and keeps going. Jump? Side switch in the corner. Steals back a chance, but experiencing burnout. Super art on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. A real test of nerve here. Flatlines in. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Backdash to start. This is gonna hurt. Player 1 forward throw. Laying the pressure on Sid. Hits that with confidence. Hits back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Connects with the throw. Nothing stops this train. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Somehow manages to block the jump in. Here comes the corner pressure. Chases him down. Crowns him from above. Ooh, what a smart throw. Gotta do better than that. Anti-air in the butt. Both sides. This can lead to some big damage. Sets up with the jump in. Both of them back off. They may be preparing for the final exchange. Any mistake here is an immaculate counter. Player 2 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Deftly shuts out the jumper. Responds to the jump with one of their own to drop him. They're on the lookout for jump-ins. That barely connected, but it still counts. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Lots of aggression from both sides. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Burnout is triggered. Taking stock. And that's a KO. Timed that perfectly. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Triggers the feng shui engine. The real jury's coming out to play. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Ups the damage on that by opting to go for the overdrive arm. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Uses their drive to maximum KO. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. What are they thinking here? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Blocks the jump in, throws him down, closes the gap for the grab. The super armor does its job. No good up high. Strings it all together. What's going to follow the combo? The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. The Fuha's stock to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. Knockdown. From up above. Brushes off the impact. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. And the throw ends the round. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Spin knuckle. Neither of them willing to back hits him with a stopping bomb. Gets a risky cuff in. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Medium kick hits. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? Sets up with the jump in. Dashes out the cage right there. Wait, what? Are they actually dead? Execute! It doesn't kill. They're still in this. What a read with that anti-air. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Time to get down to business. The first round starts now. Did well to get the buff in here. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Blocks the impact, but they're still pushed back. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Was well in range to score the throw. Player 2 chases them down. Lands the forward throw. The corner pressure continues. Got their eye on the air. Nice solid counter. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Neither of them willing to back off here. Forward throw, not letting them out of the corner. Just goes for it at this range. They may need to spend some meter here in order to close out this round. Player 2 wins out in the battle of the skies. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Barely blocks the jump in. They trade hits, and now Player 2 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their grounding. Blocks it! Lots of Fuha bent and plenty of avenues to race through. The Fuha's there to give them even better returns on their investment. Yet uses a gauge for a super arc. Danny's speed on full display! It's the Delta Red Assault! Using the super can open up clutch anti-air. Closes it with a classic corner throw. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Anti-air drops him. Sets up with the jump in. Both fighters look to set things up as they continue to jump. All the throw connects. A quick breather hits them with a stop and bop. Player 2 is in a very good spot. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Clutch anti-air. Player 1 is barely hanging on to their last bit of drive. Rolled up above. Taps them on the toe. Turns out. Player 2. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? What a finish! Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real...
Here comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Beginning operation.
Time to play.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Puts one in the pocket. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Great block on that ambiguous cross-up. Some fine spacing and timing. Cross-up block. Fires off an overdrive arc. Adding that to the mix will change the pace of the match and keep the opponent on their toes. Player 2 chases them down. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. All right, what's coming up next? Was looking for that jump attack. Well-timed corner switch. The jump-in is denied. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 will look... burnout activated. Scrapping it out up close. KO! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Grabs them. Jumps up. Hits them with a stop and bop. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Knockdown and this is gonna be bad news. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Gets a risky buff in. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Player 1 is barely hanging in there, but gets crowns them from above. They push the break through with the throw. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Barely blows them. That will do some good damage. Plenty of health, full gauges, let's go. Player 2 is gonna connect with the throw. Both sides, nothing stops this train. Their drive gauges are full. Turns out. Okay, here we go. What are they gonna do? The low kick hits. Player 1 closes it out.
Enjoy the trip.
Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Blocks it. decides to buff up while they can. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Trips him up. Opts for the throw. Steps in for the throw. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Knockdown. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Takes a trip, takes a big gamble, and rips out a raw super. Heading into the end game now, it's get with the super up connect. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Player 1 turned this right around with that super. Both fighters are barely alive. Up tap to close it. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Opts to create space to start. They both showed their hands a little. Hits them with a stopping block. Holds out with the block. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. They gotta be careful here because a full drive gauge can erase what life they have left in a flash. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. Pulls them! Leaning on the overdrive. Knockdown a super art. Turns the bar to unleash the storm. Sakai Fuhasan! Time to reassess experiencing burnout. It's a good spot to use the super. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Time to...
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. The combo's there. Lots of aggression from both sides. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. Good job blocking the jumper. They're showing us just how patient they can be. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Knockdown. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. They are not afraid to let the OX get them. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Got their eye on the air. Goes for the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Uses the gauge for a super art. Turns the bar to unleash the storm. Sakai for a super art. It's a good spot to use the super. Player 1 crowns him from above. Jump anti-air in the clutch. Full drive on that. Finds the target. Looking for a hole. Flatlines them. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Dark goes to the air. Ooh, what a smart blow. Adds a bit of OD spice. Low heavy, but no go. Sets up with the jump in. Oh, here we go. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Side hustle! Wow, Saturn waited for this opening. Hit that with confidence. Putting the cherry on top. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it.
Locked on.
Put them on a t-shirt with that finish. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. That's a counter. Smart play with the throw. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. Big, low, reaching heavy. Throws them to negate the block. Taking stock. What's their game plan here? Just quick on super art? Burns a bar to unleash the storm. Sakai Fuhasan! Just don't. A gutsy fireball gives them the round. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Who's going to start things off? Going on the offensive? Impact's a no-go. Forcefully closes the gap. Shows the medium kick. Goes for the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player hits him with a stop and bop. Big throws. A quick breather. Play on super art. The super doesn't hit. Big flow, KO. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Checks with a medium kick. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Excellent block to shut out the impact. This is a bad situation to be in. Connects with the throw. Amazing. A backthrow for damage and vital positioning. Taking chunks out of each other here. A jump. A jump in, gets the counter hit and the win. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Shows a medium kick. Hits them with a stop and bop. Will gain control of the match in the early going. Backs them into the corner. Tries some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Very solid corner switch. Grabs them. Takes a trip. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive moves. Taking stock. And that's a KO. Timed that perfectly. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Hits them with a stop and bop. Did well to get the buff in there. Jumps? Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Not much life left. The drive burns out. Player 2 clutch anti-air. Jump! Last super hard incoming. What a finish! Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match.